You're watching the nation's best college newscast. 11 News at Noon starts now.
MTC Makeover. The Provo Missionary Training Center may expand onto the BYU campus to make room for the church's growing number of sisters and elders.
Treacherous tornadoes. More than 80 twisters tore up the Midwest, demolishing entire neighborhoods and leaving many without power.
And icy roads. How to protect your car from winter's slippery conditions. I'm Randall Vaudry.
And I'm Mark Chalice. Welcome to 11 News at Noon. The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints says the Provo Missionary Training Center is bursting at the seams.
It's no secret the MTC is overcrowded after a change in missionary age policy, but plans for a future expansion may change that. The church announced a proposal to make room for even more elders and sisters. 11 News reporter Shalise Kofed is live in the newsroom. Shalise, where does the MTC plan on expanding?
Well, you know, it's surrounded by BYU campus neighborhoods and temple grounds. So to accommodate the MTC's need for expansion, they will be looking to remove 2 of BYU's facilities and relocating them. The number of LDS missionaries with those 2 buildings on the way out, the MTC will gain an additional 12 acres of land. A church spokesperson says the expansion and design is ongoing and they will be providing updates at neighborhood meetings in the coming months. Live in the newsroom, Shalise Kofed, 11 News.
Now, Shalise, if the MTC is planning on knocking down the laundry building, where can I take my dry cleaning?
Well, BYU says the laundry facility is not gone forever, and neither is the auxiliary building. They'll relocate to Wymount, and it will still be available for student and faculty use.
Sounds good. Thanks, Shalise.
And this just in, we are receiving reports from police of carbon monoxide poisoning at a school in San Juan County. The sheriff says there are at least 15 people who are sickened at Montezuma Creek Elementary School, and those affected include both students and teachers. Crews airlifted several people to the hospital for treatment, and paramedics are taking others to nearby health clinics. Authorities found that CO2 levels in the school were at 300 parts per million, which is dangerously high. CO2 can start to be harmful for adults when levels reach just 35 parts per million. A school administrator says malfunctioning water heater is thought to be the cause of the leak. We'll bring you more information as it comes in. A man is under arrest and charged with several felonies in connection to the sexual abuse of 2 teens at a Spanish Fork Youth Center. Police say the girls, both 14 years old, claim Wade Russell touched them inappropriately while he was working at the Extended Family Services Center. One girl says Russell assaulted her on multiple occasions. Russell will appear in court on November 21st. It's been 3 days since 2 boys were found dead in a Daybreak community home, and family members and friends are still awaiting the autopsy report. Police found a 15-year-old Dayton Gessel and 12-year-old Taylor Wheeler shot to death in the South Jordan home. Neither of the boys lived at the home, and police are not yet releasing any details on how the 2 boys died.
Highland stands alone as the only city in the state that allows hunters to take large game in city limits. But if all goes well this year, they may have company. That's because 6 other mayors in the state are keeping a close eye on the effectiveness of Highland's program. They say that if it's a success, they will likely implement a similar program in their cities. Landlords who rent property in American Fork will now have to register all units thanks to a new city law. The Neighborhood Preservation Committee's new plan will force owners to pay a $50 per landlord per year fee, no matter the number of rental units, as well as provide property owner information. The committee says this will help with effective responses in any emergency situations involving rental properties.
Legalized medical marijuana may be making its way to Utah. 3 Utah doctors say they support the use of marijuana extract for children suffering from seizures. These doctors joined with one Utah mom who is pushing to allow cannabis oil extract, saying it's a promising option for children with epilepsy. The extract has low levels of THC, and that's the chemical in marijuana that makes people high. And Utah drivers, be aware, ice, snow, and cars don't make the best combination, but with proper maintenance and preparation, there is nothing to fear. 11 News reporter Aubrey Jones shows us what you can do to prepare your car and to avoid the dangerous weather.
Early snowfall has Utah drivers.
If you find you do get stuck spinning your wheels, experts say putting kitty litter on the ground will give your tires traction. For more tips on winterizing your car, look for a link under Aubrey's story on our website, 11news.byu.edu.
You know, my tires are about 3 years old, so they're getting kind of bald. I should probably get them changed before the storm.
Yeah, apparently maybe you could just try super gluing kitty litter to them.
Yeah, that might work.
Still to call on your 11 News at noon. Twisted Twisters. The Heartland is in shambles after tornadoes shredded entire blocks.
And avalanche danger. Avalanches over the weekend could be a warning of more to come. Stay with us.
Thanks for calling the GED.
Furious funnels sweep through the Heartland, a Texas birthday party ends in disaster, and a camp in Idaho is teaching children to use the force. Here's your look at news across the nation. Thousands of people are picking up the pieces after scores of tornadoes tore through the Midwest, killing 6 people. CNN reporter Greg Howell shows us just some of the damage and destruction.
New police in Milwaukee. Thick black clouds moved in just a matter of minutes.
A family birthday party ended in tragedy after police say a man killed 3 people. The family is in tears after witnesses say they asked Roberto Castilla, one relative's boyfriend, to leave the party, and he came back armed with a pistol and a knife. They say his girlfriend fled to a neighbor's house, but he killed 1 woman and her 2 adult sons. Officers took Castilla into custody. And may the Force be with you. In a galaxy not so far away in Idaho, a camp is teaching children how to be Jedi. The camp owners say they grew up on Star Wars and want children to learn the way of the Jedi by showing respect but also having fun. The camp started more than 10 years ago, and many children dress as their favorite Star Wars characters. Alien or human, these children learn how to avoid the dark side. And that is the national news you're looking for from across the nation. Randall.
Thanks, Mark. The Utah Avalanche Center says the state's northern mountains have considerable risk for avalanches. Today's sunny skies mixed with last week's storms means conditions are perfect for a snowslide, and backcountry skiers need to be on the lookout. The center already confirmed 2 avalanches in Utah and says skiers could cause more if they're not careful. And Kathleen, those avalanches can be scary stuff. Is there any more warm weather on the way that could cause more avalanches?
Well, it'll be a little bit warm, but it won't. No avalanches here coming your way. I'll let you know more with 11 weather when we return. Welcome back to 11 weather here. Beautiful blue sky with just a few clouds going on in the air, but those clouds will clear up a little bit later tonight. Right now it is 43 degrees in Provo with some sunshine and about 61% humidity with wind blowing about 5 miles an hour, so it's not blowing very fast, but just enough to give you a cool fall breeze. Later on tonight, it'll cool down to 36 degrees with some light winds and just a few clouds in the sky, so it will be just somewhat overcast, but you'll still be able to see some stars. Daytime highs today, highs for Utah mostly in the 50s with the exception of Vernal and St. George being 46 in Vernal and 69 in St. George. Partly cloudy and sunny throughout parts of the state here in eastern Utah. There's some clouds going on. Southern Utah, today is probably going to be the only sunny day here, and also it'll be the warmest day with being 69 degrees. And as we go into the rest of the week, it'll cool down from 65 down to 60 degrees with a slight chance of some rain in St. George and some rain and some precipitation going on in southern Utah. And if we go up to northern Utah, something kind of similar happening here. 57 degrees here on Monday with some sun, and that is the last time we're going to be seeing sun here until probably around Friday. We will see some clouds later on, but in between Monday and Friday, we will see some rain and some snow, and with even a slight chance of rain and snow on Thursday happening. So watch out and make sure you take an umbrella because it'll be a little bit wet this week.
I'm fine with rain down here as long as it's going to be snow up in the high mountains, right?
Yeah, probably snow a little bit up in the mountains. It probably won't accumulate, but there's a slight chance that'll happen. And this is Utah, so it might not happen. But just keep an eye out just watch out for some snow.
All right, well, I'll hope for that.
Okay.
Thanks, Kathleen.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a big weekend for BYU sports. A lot of games.
Yeah, and some bittersweet games for some of the seniors this week.
Yeah, it was senior day at the stadium and our final chance to say bye to some of those players. And Mark, as you were saying, the football team wasn't the only one in action. It was a wild weekend. Saturday was a fun day for BYU fans across the board. See which teams earned victories. And where's the replay? You won't be seeing everything shown again on the Marriott Center replay board. We'll show you why when we come back.
Batty, let me be honest with you. Won't
I can't remember the last time we've had this much athletic action in one day here at BYU. Let's get right to it. We'll start with an early morning volleyball match. The first place Cougars taking on the 0-24 Portland Pilots, soon to be 0-25 because that is way too easy for Camry Godfrey and the Cougars. Kim Dow, not in my Smith Fieldhouse, with the block. Then the seniors get involved on senior day. Jessica Jardine with one of her 8 kills from the outside. The only other senior on the squad, Kat Lecheminot, taking advantage. The Cougs haven't lost at home since 2011. Now we head up the street to Lavelle Edwards Stadium. Jamal Williams heading down the field. 70 yards to the house, the longest run of his career. One of 3 touchdowns for @JSwagDaddy. He's a good follow. Senior day for the football team as well. One of those seniors, Skylar Ridley, a beautiful pass and catch. The BYU route is on. Now the defense making noise. Bronson Kafusi, the big boy with the pick, and the 6. Bronco Mendenhall may not show it, but he likes it. Bring on Notre Dame. Follow me to the Marriott Center. Frank Bartley with the steal against Colorado Mesa, taking it all the way in for the score. Kyle Collinsworth, they call him Big Russia. Pretty play here. He had 15 points on the night. End of the first half. Matt Carlino with time running out. Just the way he drew it up off the glass. He had 16. Anson Winder can't connect on the 3. And, well, okay, now we're back to the action. Anson Winder finishes the play. BYU is 4-0. Bad calls, intense plays, team scuffles, to show or not to show. 11 Sports reporter Kylie Patton went with the BYU video crew this week. Kylie, I've noticed BYU won't always show a replay on controversial plays. Why is that?
Yeah, you're right, Dave. BYU doesn't show everything, even when the crowd is begging for it, but it's not entirely up to them.
Stop, rewind.
The video crew says that they will show as much as they possibly can, but they do anticipate having to withhold some of the replays from Wednesday's game against Iowa State. Kylie Patton, live in the newsroom, 11 Sports.
Kylie, you mentioned the cameras not being able to catch what happens. Shouldn't the multiple camera angles help with this?
Yeah, you know, they do have cameras up high and down low, and this varied placement of the cameras does allow them to get great coverage of the game. However, it's still a live production, and you can't always anticipate what's going to happen.
All right, thanks, Kylie. One of the neatest traditions in college football, War Eagle, Georgia at Auburn. Georgia down late on a 4th and goal. Aaron Murray takes it in to give number 25 Georgia the lead. Now last chance for Auburn. 4th and 18. Sound familiar, Cougar fans? Nick Marshall from 80 yards away. Boom, baby. A miracle game winner for Auburn. Listen to the call.
Stands in, steps up, going to throw downfield, just a home run ball, and it is tipped up. And Lewis got it on the deflection. Lewis is going to score. Lewis is going to score. Lewis is going to score.
Guys, plays like that just show there is nothing in the world like college football.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. It's too bad we can't let Cougars go around our stadium before a game. That would be awesome.
And if we played Auburn, maybe our Cougar would eat their Eagle.
Now that would be legit. Still to come on 11 News at noon, Saving Gotham, how one boy fought cancer and is now fighting crime. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Fogels.
He's the hero Gotham deserves. Gotham City had more than its fair share of crime over the weekend, and the only person who could clean it up? Bat Kid. But who is this Cape Crusader? It's 5-year-old Miles Scott, who put cancer behind bars and is now doing the same to the criminals of Gotham. Flanked by his entourage and 2 of his own Lamborghini Batmobiles, Bat Kid stumped his arch nemesis, the Riddler, and rescued a damsel in distress to save the day. The pint-sized Dark Knight fought through many obstacles before he could save the fair maiden, but his mission didn't stop there. Authorities raised the bat signal when the Riddler attempted a bank robbery, but don't worry, kids, Bat Kid got there in time. Gotham's protector patrolled the city for the rest of the day, and thanks to his hard work and the Make-A-Wish Foundations, Gotham's villains are formally charged with multiple counts of conspiracy and kidnapping. With the streets of Gotham now safe, San Francisco Mayor proclaimed November 15th to be Bat Kid Day forever.
That is great. Just makes me want to go, na 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 na, Bat Kid.
Yeah, it'd be great. Great opportunity for him to live that out.
Yeah, shows you anyone's dream can come true.
Yeah, definitely.
Do some incredible stuff there.
So our new favorite holiday, Bat Kid Day.
That's 11 News at noon for Monday, November 18th.
You can join us anytime on our website, 11news.byu.edu.
Thanks for watching and have a great afternoon.
Yeah, it was